Match number 2. Crucial contest in group number 3 as Sun TV taking on ACP Builders. Good thing is both the sides coming after 2 back-to-back victories. The lowest column is still 0 for both the sides. Having similar kind of journey, beating of UPC Knights and Friends 11. So the story so far has been similar. And both of the sides have ensured a spot in the top 2 of the points table. And this being a crucial game as who wins the battle of being at the tabletop and ensuring a confirmed ticket in the playoffs. Starts off with the boundary. A positive start to the game. This will be a crucial game to watch out for because both the sides were known for the batting standards as well as their bowling capabilities. ACP Builders starting things off with runs on the board. Not much impactful in terms of one batter taking on complete control of the game. As both ACP Builders and Sun TV had good alteration of batting display, as almost all of their batters have did something to perfection. That adds a lot of value for them in terms of taking control against the opposition, not having much dependency on single player. Now they are the opener along with Yusuf Khan, and you're watching Amudeshwaran with the ball. Will be a dead ball. Things like this will happen in a fresh new morning. You're bowling for the first time. Not sure what happened throughout the week. See work schedules and not much time having for practice sessions. And sometimes it used to happen for bowlers. You don't have much time to get yourself proper swing to the arm. This is an attempted Yorker. Close running between the wickets. Will be getting off the mark. That brings Yusuf Khan on strike for the first time today. ACP Builders invited to bat first as Sun TV won the toss. They felt pretty comfortable in terms of chasing down targets, as few of the previous ventures in this tournament shows a bit of evident stats of what it used to be. Behind the stumps, the travels are miles for boundary, hits the banner board of Meze. And speaking about the journey and how Sun TV came throughout the tournament with beating up Friends 11 by chasing that game within 2.4 overs, they have chased down the target, and that adds a bit of advantage for them in terms of approaching this tournament, approaching this game. A lot to do as both the games went on to be successful chase for them against UBC Knights and Friends 11. Proper placement to perfection. That goes for the boundary. Easily goes out of the boundary ropes. Couple of runs in the power play. Aiming for 30 runs in the first 2 overs. Positive batting display. Yusuf Khan starts off with back-to-back boundaries. And this is the start that viewers will be expecting. This is the start that the dugout players sitting in the batting side will be expecting. That batting side making it into a huge impact in the power play, making it to 30s and getting the benefit of adding extra over to power play. The third over will be awarded as extra over of power play. Full toss delivery, punished hard, picks the gap to the perfection, will be going for the boundary. Back to back boundaries to end the first over. That's 18 for no loss after the first over, ACP Builders. That has been quite solid performance from Yusuf Khan. First 3 balls going for the boundary, and Amudeshwaran over to forget. Not the right start as of they expected, as this is a fresh new side, not something like UBC Knights or Friends 11. Not degrading any side, but looking at the standard of performance from ACP Builders, they have phenomenal journey throughout the tournament. Kuti Karthik with the ball now. So implementing similar kind of formulas sometimes won't work for sides. Sun TV should have looked at the numbers of ACP Builders. They have won games with batting first. Right from the first one. Picks the gap again, this time into the offside. As 2 fielders converging together, no chance of them stopping the ball, which goes for the boundary. The raining of boundaries continues to flow. This is interesting stuff to watch out for, with the way how ACP builders were taking on this total. So a side known for its post batting standards is batting first, and a side known for its batting second. The toss almost favored both the sides as of, to summarize the theory, that's 22 for no loss this time. Idayat scoring boundaries, welcoming Kuti Karthik with a cut shot. Another full toss delivery. Proper placement to perfection will be a dot ball. A rare sight to see a dot ball in the power play so far. 5 boundaries in the 8 balls bowled. Then imagine the amount of boundaries scored in this innings. 60% of the balls placed for boundaries. Add one more to that. Another boundary. 3rd boundary for the batter, and that brings 26 for ACP builders on board. 4 more runs required for 30 runs. And 3 more balls to complete the power play. A bright chances for them to end the power play with 30 runs on the board. Interesting batting display as 2 strong sides facing each other and challenging each other, especially with the way how ACP builders are dominating the opposition. Remember one thing, that Sun TV are the table toppers with the kind of run rate they have maintained in Group 3. Way ahead of ACP builders, but this start is quite interesting to watch out for. Taking his own time, arranging the fielders, some change in the field positioning. This is wonderful bowling display. Despite of the field positioning, the alteration of length and line from the bowler works really well. Straight away appealing for the Yorker. This is the solidity and strength of Yorkers. If you miss it, it will become full L delivery or a full toss. But if you got it right, you can have a bit of advantage against the batter. That's what exactly happening here. Yusuf Khan on strike now. Swing and a miss. Good comeback from Kuti Karthik here. This is much needed approach. Has 3 more required to extend the power play for the 3rd over. This will be interesting ball to end the 2nd over, because 2 back-to-back Yorker attempts went into a good succession for the bowler. This time a bit of change of pace. Swing and a miss. Not a good start for the bowler, but this end has been really good. End of 2 overs, 27 for no loss. Good use of the power play, but no more extension of that going for the 3rd over. That's 2 overs, 27 for no loss. Now the fielders will be spread deep. The placements will be at the most crucial parts of the ground. For instance, long on and long off, where those dynamic field positionings, where you must have fielders in the post power play overs to restrict the opposition from scoring runs on the board. And they are having a water ball. What a start to Satu. Straight away nailed a wonderful Yorker to dismiss Idayat, who's been in phenomenal form so far in the morning. This is a good comeback from Sun TV. What a wonderful start. Stunning bowling display. Just taking back a look at the way how the Yorker has been nailed for Idayat. Look at that. Look at that. He stood clueless watching the ball. That's how the perfect Yorker should be. Good work from Satu. Good start to the bowler. That brings Mubarak Ali, the number 3 batter for ACP Builders, on strike. This is evenly spreaded contest that you can't say this team is dominating. Maybe we can split things into phases or sessions. The power play phase has been dominated by ACP Builders with a good climax for Sun TV. And now the post power play having a start. Bit of upper hand for Sun TV, but yes, you have to wait and watch throughout the entire over, as Yorkers were very risky for bowlers. If they continue to bowl plenty of Yorkers, sometimes in case of slight movement for the batter, it will add a bit of advantage for them in terms of playing it as a full toss or a full delivery. That has been wonderful bowling display from Satu so far in this innings. Just trying to dominate the opposition despite of whatever the kind of form they are in. Swing and a miss, generating a bit of extra pace. They didn't expect this much pace from the bowler, as that was quite out of syllabus, because Kutty Karthik and Amuteshwaran were different style of bowlers. But whereas when you take someone like Sathu, generating a bit of pace, gets a bit of edge. But the batter was safe as there is no slip fielder. Will be just a single. This has been wonderful over for Sun TV so far. 5 balls, 3 runs and a wicket. Most importantly, the wicket of Idayat came in this over. So bowler heading back, the last ball of this over. Full toss delivery, catches the call. Fielders under the ball. And that's good understanding. Read the ball really well. No mistakes done by Sun TV fielders to dismiss the batter. 2 back-to-back wickets, 2 crucial wickets in this over. Started off with the wicket and ending this over with the wicket. Now said batters were gone. Good catch taken by Palani to dismiss both the openers after getting good set with the bat. Interesting battle to watch out for 30 for 2 ACP Builders. Such a wonderful field of Palani, because there has been a bit of confusion in terms of grabbing that catch. Long on fielder having equal amount of opportunity to grab that catch, but Palani made sure that he's taking the catch as well as giving the clarity to the long on fielder that he need not approach for that. Another chance for a wicket and taken. Similar pattern of dismissals here. ACP Builders losing their way in the middle, as that adds another wicket in the wicket column as Basha enters with the ball and starts off with a breakthrough. And this gets back the wicket of number 3 batter. There has been expectation towards Mubarak Ali, but he have lost his wicket. Good catch from Amuteshwaran. To be very honest, not much mistakes done by Sun TV fielders so far in this innings. Despite a couple of boundaries going in the power play, good use of the power play for ACP Builders. JTV coming back into the game after the power play, dismissing 3 key wickets. Statistically speaking, 3 wickets came off just 3 runs. This is quite hard. At some point of time, they were 27 for no loss and 30 for 3. I think containing innings in the middle overs is quite important in a 10 overs game too. After the power play, the way how you're building the innings for the death overs and saving the rest of the batters' wickets, everything comes into play. Little bit of mathematical calculations will be done by the batters in terms of building the partnership, approaching for a boundary, the kind of bowler you're targeting. So far, this has been quite good performance from all the bowlers except Amuteshwaran, as Amuteshwaran conceded 17 runs in his first over and rest of the bowlers took things under control. Chance for the second run, and that's quite good running between the wickets even without the bat. Great commitment coming onto the play. Good work from Rizwanullah. Ashad and Rizwanullah, the 2 new batters, they have to take up this responsibility. The middle order batters have a lot more job to be done in this game. Not sure whether it's good task to win for Sun TV or not, but this has been quite good performance. After the power play start didn't favor the bowling side. Another attempted Yorker here. They were good at nailing Yorkers. This comes once when you start playing the game in an everyday basis. When you start practicing every day, then you could easily nail Yorkers. That accuracy from a bowler will come out of practice. A lot of practice must be needed. Tried something cheeky. This is a change of length from the bowler. He was expecting that to be a full length delivery. Even for a good length, he would have thrashed that for the boundary. But this is a bit of back of length that we didn't saw much so far in this innings. Brings the fourth over to an end, 34 for 3. Ruben, the new bowler, having an economy of 7.02 into the fifth over, as Rizwanullah and Arshad are marching towards a decent total in the first innings, maybe 80 or more, are into hundreds. Starts off with a couple of dot balls. This is quite interesting. This has been quite dominative performance from Sun TV. Wonderful display. Enjoying this brand of cricket as both the sides were having equal talents. Change of pace, swing and a miss. Went a bit of early because different bowlers having different style of pace. When you apply the same implementation of what you did in the previous over, this bowler is a different bowler, the pace is different. It may be a bit of slow, a bit of quick. It's quite hard for the batter to get adapted to these conditions. Swings and misses out. Almost closer to the stumps. And that's a sign of wicketkeeper. Picking his hands over his head. 4.435 for 3. Swing. This has been dominative performance. This been offered no ball. Something for the batting side now. ACP builders were getting some breathing space in the middle. Maybe this might relieve the pressure out of the batters, especially for Arshad. Another swing and a miss. Same problem for the batters. They were a bit of early to the ball. He is a different bowler. He's altering the pace really well, and you have to play really late against such bowlers. Ruben is quite challenging, and that celebration says it all. That celebration says the disappointment on the face of the batter, as he wanted to go for the cut shot, but that attempt went in vain. Went on to be a breakthrough. Wicket number 4. ACP Builders, that's 37 for 4. Five overs, 37 for 4. ACP Builders, with the kind of start they got, This has been quite different style of approach because after 3 overs, in fact after 2 overs they were 27 for no loss. Now for the past 3 overs it has been just 10 runs on the board and 4 wickets for the batting side. A complete dominance done by Sun TV. Enough destruction. And these two batters, before the Sun TV bowlers converting this destruction into a disaster, they have to do something in the middle to ensure to reach out the pair score. There are a lot of possibilities, still the run rate looks better. Of course, the initial expectations will be above 100 plus runs after the power play total. Now they can cut it down. That's quite good running between the wickets, gets 2 runs on the board. Now ACP Builders can cut down that target of around 80s or maybe 75 plus would be a challenging total for them. Something to fight on. In fact, way better to fight on if they post 75 or more at the end of 10 overs. Almost halfway through the first innings, Rizwanullah and Prabha being the new batter. It swings and misses out. This has been the regular story here for ACP Builders. As Basha continues to bowl, so far 1 wicket for the bowler, has been maintaining the numbers really good. Full toss offered, and that has been taken complete control by the batter. Proper placement to the perfection, goes for the boundary. It's a banner board of Basha Halwawala. A welcome boundary and a much needed boundary here for ACP Builders. They were in a crisis of scoring runs on the board, and this boundary adds more space for them. Breathing space, a confidence factor, bringing them back in the game. Good stroke making from Rizwanullah. Basha continues to bowl. Good comeback from the bowler. They have been quite stronger with the way how they are approaching the opposition, not doing the same mistake again and again. This has been clearly evident that the teams that have won most of the games, the teams that they've been placed in the top of the table, are performing really well in the tournament. There has been a reason why they are considered to be one of the strong teams in the tournament. The performance, the fighting ability, everything shows the work done by them. Ajay has been wonderful behind the stumps. He's been shouting and encouraging his players. That's quite appreciable effort from the wicketkeeper, Ajay. Brings the end of this over. Now this dismissal brings up another crisis for them as Rizwanullah loses the previous delivery and lost his wicket to Basha, as Basha gets his second wicket now, which brings up Mohammad Yusuf, the new batter, to accompany Prabha. Both the batters didn't face even a single ball in this innings. Now death overs were in their control. They have to set themselves out for the next over, and then they could take care of the opposition bowling attack. This has been wonderful performance so far. 43 for 5 ACP Builders. One more to go for Basha's over. As we are speaking about Ajay's wicket-keeping ability, the wicket have fallen. This is cheeky attempt from the batter. Innovation comes into play as Mohammad Yusuf gets a single to get off the mark, and will keep the strike back for the next over. 6 overs, 44 for 5. Strong shout from Ajay. He's pretty sure that had a bit of feather from the batter. Trying to convince the leg umpire. But the umpires were having different thoughts of what Ajay is having. Quite good start to the over. Brings Satu back on strike. He 2 wickets for the bowler so far. He's been quite dominant bowler. Will be challenging stuff for the batters to bring out the partnership to the next level. Nearing the 50s. The target we are speaking about, 75 would be an ideal total for them, as they are having good dominant bowlers. They have the history of defending totals around 60s and 70s, but this is Sun TV. They will have different style of approach. So 75 will be a safest total for ACP builders to come strong, to come back strong on field with the ball. And this is quite interesting to watch with the way how Mohammad Yusuf and Prabha trying to build this partnership. The intentions were quite subtle. Not taking charges against the bowlers. Wonderful numbers so far from Satu. And 2 more to complete. The 7th over on progress. Swings. Catches the call. Close effort, that is run out opportunity. Good work from the wicketkeeper and the fielder. A connective effort, collaborative effort. And Ajay does no mistakes. He is a quite quality cricketer. As that dismisses the batter. He wanted that single, Mohammad Yusuf. Unfortunately, the effort goes in vain. Goes for 2 runs, Mohammad Yusuf. And that's 47 for 7. 47 for 6 here. ACP builders. That brings Imtiaz, the new batter, into the crease. Imtiaz at number 8 for ACP builders. And that's the reason even 10 overs game is bringing a lot of dramas to wait for. Previously, Basha completed his spell for 2 wickets. Now 2 wickets for Satu, as the previous one went on to be a run out, which will be added as a collaborative effort. Good work from Basha. Basha and Ajay. Came in, stood for the setup and losing his wicket. Back-to-back wickets here for Sun TV. Another wicket. Imtiaz came in, didn't spend much time without troubling the scorer. He's walking away. That's 47 for 7. 3 wickets for Satu and completes his spell. 6 for 3. Took some time in the middle as ACP Builders 47 for 7. This has been quite good last over from Satu. 3 wickets for him. Added advantage of and run out happened. It is 7 for 7. ACP Builders. Took some time in the middle. Fresh wicket here at Amir Mahal Cricket Ground. At the middle of the city. One of the prime and iconic venues, heritage structures of the city. Hosting such a wonderful tournament, the Royal Premier League Prince of ARCOT Trophy 2024. Starts off with a similar pattern, invited the batter to go for the cut shot, which went on to be a wide delivery as Kuti Karthik back into the attack. What a shot! What a shot is this! So far this has been the stroke of the day. He's turning himself behind and placing it to perfection. Wonderful stroke making. And a much needed boundary, that's most important. This is quite interesting stuff from Prabha, which brings up 50 up here for ACP Builders. Mujib, the new batter at the non-strikers end. This has been quite good performance from Prabha. A lot more runs to be required at this phase of this innings. They need to score a couple of runs and build this partnership to the next level. Got the connections better. 2 is the call from the striker. That has been wonderful fielding effort. And no chance of going for the second run. Come back from the bowler, starts off with the dot ball. This is the beauty of this game, that no team have completely dominated the innings. 2 overs has been dominated by Sun TV, 2 overs has been dominated by ACP. This over has been quite good for ACP Builders. It's an easy single. This has been quite productive overs. A lot more overs like this needs to be required. We're speaking about 75 and there are a lot of chances of them making into 80s. Another similar style of attempt from Prabha. He wanted to target the deep point region by playing switch hits, which is quite evident that the opposition must be clear on their field positionings. Smart cricket from Prabha. He wants a second run and gets it back. Palani is with the ball. He's a good thrower of the ball. You can't take much risk against Palani. Couple of runs on the board to complete the over. 8 overs, 56 for 7, ACP Builders. Catches the call. Standing behind the wickets, Ajay. Close keeper he is. As Mujib is still struggling to make it a huge impact with the bat. But the expectations were very high. The viewers were watching. The teammates were watching. Of adding some extra runs on the board. Ruben back into the attack. He's such a strong bowler. intimidated the opposition with his change of pace. What a wonderful effort from Palani. Such a quick athleticism and good throw from the fielder. Very risky choice to take two when you hit the ball to Palani. Good running between the wickets. Ruben continues to bowl. They have to play as late as possible against such bowlers like Ruben, because in his first over, the batters swing the ball came late as possible. So you have to play as late as possible. He's a kind of slow bowler. The pace variations would be very slow. Arranging the fielders. The 8 for 7. Lost 10 balls of the first innings. Some discussions were going on in the middle as ACP builders. 58 for 7. Right, Mujib on strike. And Ruben with the ball. Another swing and a miss. Will be a dot ball. Adds one more to the list of his dot balls. Ruben has been quite wonderful with his efforts, especially in the last phase of this innings. Every ball is important, every run is important at this point of time, and Ruben is doing that really well in the middle. Moves across, creates his own width. Will be reaching out the fielder at the long off, just a single, not conceding much more that. And that has a pattern of 0-2, 0-1. Every odd ball went on to be a dot ball in this over. If that theory is quite true, this ball will be a dot ball. Moves across, got the connection better. That's a huge result. Great try from the fielder. Gave his 100%, but that efforts went in vain. This went on to be a maximum and a much needed sixer in a crucial phase of this innings. Sets a tone here for ACP builders, and the expectations of making it more than 75 is having a bright chance now. Good one from Prabha. That is the theory that we are speaking about has been destroyed in seconds. Pushes for a single and gets back the strike for the next over. Bit of expensive over. This is 9 over 66 for 7. ACP builders. $66 for 7. Surprising decision from Sun TV. Having a new bowler at the last over. Backs out and swing and a miss. Not the expected bounce here from Vicky. This is quite challenging decision from the captain, because you're having a new bowler. We're not sure whether he's having a good day or not. That won't be clearly evident. It's a 50-50 choice for the captain. But yes, this has been a good start for the first ball. What a fantastic delivery. Vicky is proving wrong. And Sun TV gets another breakthrough. Hit the timber wood. And Prabha's quick cameo coming to an end. Departs for 15, Prabha. There has been wonderful bowling display from Vicky. Good thing is that they are actually proving me wrong. That decision of going with a new bowler. Deepan is quite having strong idea of what he's doing. The captain of the side, Deepan, is proving, and of course the bowler is proving us wrong. The decision works really well for them, and that's why they were incredible captains. Sometimes it's the perspective of the captain, sometimes the captains will go with the gut feeling. Whatever you do, it's about yourself producing a result more than a wicket. They've dismissed a key batter, and a dot ball it is. Another strong shout from Ajay. Back to back dot balls. Now the swings, hits the bat. Ilyas Khan, the new batter. Not an easy task for the new batter to get into the crease and adapt to the situation as quick as possible. Trying to swing the bat at the maximum you could do at this phase of innings. This is wonderful bowling. This is wonderful bowling. You would have seen that change of pace here from the bowler. The previous one went on to be a quick one, and this being a slower delivery. Smart mind behind this successful over. 5 consecutive dot balls, but this final one went on for just a single. We'll be getting a couple of runs on the board. 2 runs to end the first innings. And that brings the end of 10th over with a wonderful 10th over coming to an end from Vicky. ACP Builders for 68 for 8. Now Sun TV required 69 to win. This is quite dilemma target. ACP Builders have this potential of chasing down such target, but at the same time, Sun TV is a different news side. Let's wait and watch in the second innings what's going to happen. The target here for Sun TV is 69 to win this game.